Hello and welcome to our Freebie Friday video. It's Shadi again. Today we've been asked to talk about military families facing foreclosure. In order for a military family to get the most benefit out of the protections out there for military families, the main family member whose name is on the mortgage loan would have had to have been enlisted, would have had to have purchased the property before being enlisted, or purchased the property before being called to active duty. So those are the two things that you have to look out for. And there are other benefits out there. The act that most people talk to is called the SCRA, which is the Service Members Civil Relief Act, SCRA. And that only kicks into effect. And this is for people facing foreclosure or having problems paying their mortgage. And they are on active duty. And in order for you to be eligible as a military person, you would have had to have had the mortgage obligation prior to being enlisted in the first place, or you would have had to have the mortgage prior to being called to active duty. So those are the two criteria to look for in order to figure out whether you are covered under the SCRA. And what the SCRA does is it forces the lender to work with you a little bit more. It forces the lenders to go through a court process in order to actually get permission to foreclose on the loan. And not only that, it gives you certain things that you could do under that relief act to allow you to lower the interest rate. You can ask for the lender to lower the interest rate to 6%, which is the maximum that they should be charging when you're on active duty, if you need help with that. And also, you can ask for an extension of time for the court proceeding to go forward. So meaning you need more time to be able to defend yourself in court and things like that. And so that is actually really good for people in the military, and it covers the spouses as well. The other thing is that some military people have a VA guaranteed loan. If you have a VA guaranteed loan, it means that the VA is sort of like a co-signer on it. And so they will sometimes step in to help you if you're behind on your payments. They can help with servicing arrangements. They can help you with the interest rate, usually on a short-term basis to avoid foreclosure. So call the Department of Veteran Affairs, and they'll be able to tell you what's available. And of course, you can always go through all the other normal channels to try to do a loan modification, a repayment plan, or a forbearance program, or in-house modification through the lender themselves. Some states, about 20 states, I believe, Texas is not one of them. There's a fund called the Hardest Hit Fund, which is something put together by the government, the federal government, because of the downturn in 2008. The crash in 2008 affected some areas more than others. So the government put together some funds there to families in those states to be able to get back on track. So check into that, and you don't have to use all of these things, but contact your lender first if you're in the military and you're on active duty, or you've been on active duty in the last 9 months prior to now, within 9 months prior to today, and check with them and say, listen, I would like you to lower my interest rate because I can't keep up with it at this point because it's too high. And by law, they should be able to work with you to lower it to no more than 6%. So those are our quick tips for you. In addition to that, check with the VA because they have departments that help you answer questions about how to avoid foreclosure and things like that. So hope this has been helpful to you on some level. Always ask professionals and ask the VA to see if they can help you when you're in this situation. If the foreclosure already happened, you can also ask for a reversal based on your status as a military person. So we'll talk to you next Friday as always, and I hope you're enjoying this weekend. Happy Friday.